Indigenous Rights Radio, because knowledge is power.
Remember your children, remember our future, remember your children, remember Mother Nature.
Securing the rights of Indigenous peoples in the transition to green economy coalition, in short known as SIRGE, spelled as SIRGE. SIRGE coalition, which is composed of a global Indigenous-led alliance of Indigenous leaders who are on the front lines of defending Indigenous people's right to free, prior, and informed consent, as they face an increase in mineral extraction such as lithium, cobalt, copper, and nickel, which are needed for battery production for electric vehicles and other technologies. The coalition is made up of representatives from each of the 5 lead organizations, namely Cultural Survival, First Peoples Worldwide, Botany Foundation, Earthworks, and Society for Threatened Peoples. Comprising of 16 people, the SIRGE Coalition Steering Committee includes 2 representatives of Indigenous peoples from each of the 7 socio-cultural regions across the globe. The coalition held 2-day-long meetings prior to the 22nd UN Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues in New York. During the meeting, Indigenous leaders shared how an increase in mining for transition minerals puts Indigenous peoples and all peoples' health as well as health of their territories and planet as a whole at risk.
Remember your children, remember our future, remember your children, remember Mother Nature.
My name is Gideon Sanago. I come from Tanzania. I work for Pastoralist Indigenous NGO Forum, Pingos Forum, and I belong to the Maasai Indigenous people in Tanzania. My organization is working around the issues of policy, lobbying and advocacy on the right of Indigenous people, issues around the land, environment and climate change. And generally we are defending the right of Indigenous people over their land and territories in Tanzania. I'm also a member of the Global Steering Committee of the Safeguarding the Right of Indigenous People in the Green Economy. In this case, I'm representing the African Indigenous people. Transition economy and how it affects the Indigenous people is that our communities, we are living on the land where these minerals are found, and that we Indigenous people need to be, we seek for free, prior, and informed consent. We have to be consulted for the companies and the governments who, extracting the minerals from our ancestral land. We need not people to invade into our land without our consent. We need to be, well informed about the extracting of the minerals for the green economy transition. So in this case, our coalition, the SIRGE coalition, the Securing Indigenous Rights on Green Economy, is we are coming together to see how we can support our communities to understand their rights when it comes to issues around the extraction of these minerals. So the role of this coalition is to address the rights of Indigenous people, their voices, and to be protected, and not communities not to be displaced from their ancestral land. So we are trying to bring voices and to bring representative of the steering committee to make sure that they become the voice of the voiceless from the ground, and to ensure that people have to be supported to have decision-making processes when it comes to the issues around mining issues.
Remember your children, remember our future, remember your children.
For more on SIRGE Coalition, visit www.sirgecoalition.org. You also can follow us on www.cs.org.
Remember your children, remember our future, remember your children, remember Mother Nature.